So I'm planning to make quite a big difference in the looks of the attic this coming days. It's going to be a very different feel to the whole living room basically and kitchen. We're going to open up the ceiling and oh, there's trouble.
In a creek down the road, there's a gang you should know. They struck with a swagger, feathers all aglow. There's Hey the rooster, old and quite brash, and folks of full heads not to be crossed in a clash. They're the foul five, the clucking elites. Watch out when they're strutting down the streets. Their feet sharp as knives and feathers of gold. They'll peck you in pieces if you dare be so bold. Close with the menacing glare. His gold stands up high, he's the king of the lair. And the hands they cluck in a sinister tone. Their eggs are like grenades, ready to be thrown. They're the foul five, the rulers of the roots. Don't mess with the feathers, they'll give you a boost. They roll with the talent and they don't give a clock. Cross them once and you're out of luck. They're not your average barnyard crew. They'll pick you up and spit you out, it's true. So you see them coming, better step aside or you'll end up battered.
Come on, hey, don't be so pathetic. You're a chicken. For people who have not seen the particular episodes or who have just started watching this channel, a while back I broke through this wall in order to make the opening for these two doors. That lintel on top is looking like an old lintel, but it's just a fascia board. It's cosmetic because I built a lintel out of new wood and installed it. And in order to do all this, I had to reinforce the roof. You can imagine if you start taking bits out of the wall, that your roof also needs to be supported, right? And I made a construction that supports the roof, and now I'm about to start removing that construction because, well, the lintel is in place, which takes the load of the roof. But before that I need to make one little bit of reinforcement, and I'll show you when I climb upstairs here. So what you see here, these are the original rafters of the roof, and they sit on top of the wall. On top of the wall there's another wooden beam, and they are connected to that wooden beam. So the load, the weight of the roof is supported by these rafters, and then the forces travel down to the wall. Where I have removed that part of the wall where the doors are installed, I have built a lintel, basically a construction of wooden beams that transfers the load of the roof in that particular place to the sides of the door opening. In order for me to temporarily move the load of the roof somewhere else, while I was building all this, I built this contraption here. It's taking the load from the roof via the original rafter onto here, into this upright, into this beam, and this beam sits on top of the ceiling beams. Ceiling beams, if you're standing one below. For me now, these are the floor beams. These floor beams are obviously supported on the wall, but in the area where I removed the wall for the door opening, I have taken the load of these floor beams onto metal stanchions that reached all the way to the concrete floor of the ground floor. These stanchions were 2 stories tall. Now, at this point in time, these rafters are supported by the lintel. I have made blocks of wood taking the load from the rafter onto the lintel. So I should be able to remove this contraption, and I want to remove it because it will become visible as soon as I start removing this floor. We want to remove this floor so that from our living room on the first floor of the house we can look straight up into the attic, into the roof. But I find it a bit scary removing this contraption, because what if all goes wrong? Well, that would mean that half of my roof is going to collapse. And that's something you don't fix in a weekend. So I have decided that I'm going to install one additional support, taking the load of one of the rafters onto the lintel. And then I am going to remove this contraption. Yeah, so a little bit of woodworking. Now what I also could have done is basically reconstruct the wall on top of the lintel, so that the rafters are carried by the wall which is carried on top of the lintel. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fill the cavity above the lintel up with probably expanding foam, and then finish it off with render. And I'm going to have all the forces, all the weights, all the loads transferred via wooden block, a wooden structure. Why? Because I just trust it more, and I don't really trust my abilities in building structural things out of lime mortar and natural stone. My abilities to construct something structural out of Portland cement, mortar or concrete, that's fine, but not in traditional lime. Then I rather prefer to carry the loads, transfer the loads via carpentry, via wood. So I'm taking the measurement of the block that I need to make. And I'm going to be cutting the support out of this, I guess you call it a beam. That's basically the shape the block needs to be in order to transfer the load from the rafter straight onto the lintel. No, that's not going anywhere anymore. So you see the support is in place. It's completely wedged in on top of the lintel. I've used these plastic wedges to squeeze it in even more. It's not going anywhere, and on top of that I have secured it all with a screw on there. I can't get another screw in because the room is just too limited for me. Can't squeeze my hand drill in. That's not going anywhere. I think the total load on this particular rafter is roughly around 100 kilos. Now, and with that last rafter secured, I can I can remove my supporting contraption. It's a bit scary, I must say. But yeah, what can you do? I've thought everything through and through, over and over. I don't think there's any loose ends. So yeah, I guess I'm going to dismantle this. And well, if it goes wrong, then it was really nice knowing you. I appreciate you watching, subscribing. I appreciate all the coffees I've had. It was a wonderful time we had together. And well, do something useful with your life. Don't buy an old house in France. Buy a sports car, convertible. And chickens. Buy lots and lots and lots of chickens. Let's get to dismantle this thing. Thank you very much for watching, for liking, for subscribing. A super big thank you for the people below. They help me keeping this channel going. Thank you guys. And if you would like to be one of those people helping me, see the link below. Donate us a coffee. And your help will be very, very much appreciated. See you next time. Bye now.